Hello. How are you? Welcome to Bma's Crafty Corner. I'm Bma, better known as Els. And today, we're working on our steampunk album journal. Well, it's Wednesday, which means, I've been out doing stuff for 2 days. And I got to tell you guys what I did. I went to the auction, pick stuff up. This is going back. Not real happy. But I'll show y'all what I got. Hello, Michelle. Carla. So I went to the auction. And I won some stuff. I won a bunch of stuff. First one was this. Isn't she gorgeous? Love her. Look she's got all kinds of extra nibs. She's got a dip well. She's got ink. She's gorgeous. Okay. So I got that. And then because everybody was asking about them and I saw them come up on auction, I went, let me get some of these. So I got a pack of these. And then I found these, and I was like, no, but because they say Happy Valentine's Day, but look, if you're doing a coffee journal, look at that, right? You can cover that with something. Anyway, so they're in a bunch of different colors. So I grabbed those. Figured, what the heck, they're cute. I also got some sticky dots. Doop. I got a set of little envelopes. Look at the colors. So I grabbed those because we love our envelopes, So I grabbed those. And then I got these. And I actually packed that I kept. This isn't a complete set, but look. They're library pockets in different colors. So I grabbed those. That one's actually missing a color. And what else did I get at the auction? Because I do that. Go with these. Yeah. I found this. This is, these are my little stapler paper clippy things that I love. And I use it all the time. People ask. And so I saw them and I was like, I got to get them. But I got to go back to the auction today because I got to go and return this because it's not, it's not what it says it was going to be. Yeah. So I was not very happy, but I'll go back and get them, And then I also got a pack of stickers for my, because I put like 3 or 4 stickers in a bag and, I clip it onto orders in the shop. So I grabbed some more stickers. I got like a huge amount last time, but these are, smaller. And I have a bunch of stuff that, I also got this, which was a pack of textured cardstock. It is heavyweight. Not quite as heavy as I normally get, but it's linen and it's like an 80-pound. But, I thought that would be good. It's not cover weight. But it's linen and it's got that feel to it, that I love. So I grabbed a pack of that. What else? I've got stuff waiting for me in auction right now. I got to go pick it up probably tomorrow. Here we go. Oh, I have 7 items. I had 6 when I went to bed last night. So I got an extra one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I got a whole box of Crayola colored pencils that I'm going to donate to the school because I got it for like next to nothing, and they're expensive. So I grabbed those. I got I got something that's kind of fun. We'll play with that. I got some pinking shears. I got some decoupage stuff. I got a new UV flashlight since my other one seems to have disappeared. And a couple of other things. So I had a really good, Yeah, it's actually the perfect weight for cards. Let's cut it. We'll just do a standard size. Ugh. Get in there. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Stop being a goober. So it's been a very busy weekend. I apologize. For me, it's been a very busy weekend. We Sunday afternoon we had all kinds of stuff that we needed to do around the house, and we got all of that stuff handled. And then Monday we slept in. The time change things, it just messes with me as I've gotten older. It used to be like, boom, I'm done. But now it's like it messes with me. So, but I had to get, and then Sunday I also had the sale. So I had to get all that done. And so Monday I got up, I got breakfast. I started processing all the orders, all the sale orders, getting them all packed because just about everybody paid. So I had to get it all packed up and get tags on it and everything. And then we left and we picked up auction stuff, and then we went and got cigarettes, and then, because we went to the reservation, and then we went to the other auction to pick up the other stuff because I had it at 2 auction houses. I don't know how that happens to me because I try not to do it, but it happens anyway. But I really needed it, so we went over and picked that up. Then we went and we did some grocery shopping, and then we left the grocery store and we had to go to the pet store, and then we got done at the pet store, and then we had to go drop off those packages that were still sitting in the back of my car. Yeah, it was one of those. And then I got home. I got to tell you, I got Happy Mail from Arlene. She bought this and then she didn't like it, and it's a card die. So you cut this out, and it's a card die, and she didn't like it. So we're going to play with it and see, We'll try it on that new white paper later. And that's everything. And then by the time we were done Monday night, it was like 9:30. Because once we got home from the pet store, we actually had to take care of the fish tanks. Because right now, Mario doesn't have all his stuff in his tank, and he's kind of being a shit about it. He keeps going up to the top and flipping the top of his has little doors on it for feeding, and he's been going up and flipping his tail at the doors and pushing them open. And he went after the filter the other day because he's bored. He's bored. So we had to get the fish tank done, and we're still only halfway done with it. The problem is that Mario has gotten so big that the little thing that he hides under is kind of getting to be too small. And so we have been going to every pet store in town trying to find something bigger for him because he's quite large, quite large. And he just doesn't fit underneath that thing. He does, but, and then we were thinking about getting some more platies. But nobody had the kind that he likes, which is the Mickey Mouse platies. But we've only got 2 platies left, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess. Getting everything done. And then I was on the phone late last night. working through some stuff. Hi, Marie. So we have the answer for Chris. And it's not my place to tell anybody what's going on or anything like that. I'm just, if you find it in your heart to include her in, any thoughts you might have, that would be great right now. Okay. And I'm sure she will share what's been going on when she comes in. Okay. So, all right. Ooh, the cat moved. I can sit on the whole chair. He's got this thing now. He likes to sit behind me, so I'm balanced on the edge. So we are working on our steampunk album journal. An album journal is exactly what it sounds like. It is a photo album. This is like a scrapbook album, and it comes with the base and these like 5 pages, which we call thins. And we go in and we turn this into a journal by adding in the bits and pieces and parts. And this one is, we've got like giant journaling cards in here. And helps if you put them in straight, We've got flip outs with little tags and little pockets. And then we have a big journaling card over here. We haven't really done anything here yet. I mean, you could write on this. Certainly, this is light enough to write on, but I don't know. We might do something here still. And then, of course, we have this big piece in the back, which has a pocket here. And then it has a pocket here and it has a pocket here. We still haven't put any journal cards in it. We got to do that. And then you've got space in the back here where you could write. And then there's just, beautiful stuff. So that is what an album journal is. And that is what we are working on. Whew. And this is going to be a 4 signature journal. I have already done 1 signature off camera. We've done 2 together. And this is the last one that we're doing together. And I think we have a little bit more than half of this, or right around half of this to go. Okay. And then, of course, we have to go back and do all the stuff that we haven't done yet. So, bits and pieces. Little scraps of paper. Pre-made ephemera, which we might still have to make more of because this is a big one. It's a big one. Paper for making our journaling cards and stuff. And and then, of course, our decorated paper. And there's more, but And of course, we have more, little bits and pieces that we haven't cut out yet. We put those under the little bits and pieces. All right. I think that's just about everything. All righty. So, I will leave it to Chris to talk, about what's going on when she comes in. But she is okay. She is, she's safe. I know people were asking about her on Sunday. So, but she's okay. She's good. Okay. So let's take a look. Where are we? All right. So we're just past the midpoint, which means we have the back end of this to do. So let's just kind of review what we did the other day. All right. So we have this and we have a pin in it because we put this on, but we left it so that we could put something in there. And then here we need to have something in this pocket. This is a tuck, so we could put something under it, probably on this side. Then this is just a little tuck-in spot. This we put a little, but we want more because the pocket's really big and the card is kind of small. So we can either make this card bigger, which we could do, or we could make something else to go in there. And then we have this one, which we left basically blank because, and this little piece here, we actually got that little piece when we cut this belly band down to size. It was like a half an inch too long. And so we cut it down and I had this little piece left over and I was like, screw it, we'll use it. So this is where we're at. I like that over there as opposed to over here. I do like this though, where it says logbook, because this is a log. So let's use this one. Okay, so we're just going to put it in here, and then if the glue works, you never know if the glue's going to work. Some days it's not a problem. Other days it's like, okay, so Vegas is getting hit with a heat wave starting today. So it's already 75 degrees outside. And we expect to be in the mid 90s by the middle of, by this weekend. So, yeah, so, poached by the end of the month. All right. So we have this little piece that just says logbook. I like it. It's a little crooked, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm going to take my pills. Okay. Washi tape. It needs washi tape. Now we're going to see this washi tape, so we have to figure out what's going to go here. So, because you're going to see it. So I don't want to use the same washi tape. That's not long enough. Those aren't long enough. Okay. So let's see. Maybe we could do this. We might be able to do the clocks. Yeah, I would do the clocks. Yeah, it's been a very busy couple of days. And as a matter of fact, Mike was trying to get Tuesday off because we still had stuff to do. And he put in for time off and they had like 14 hours. And then when he got up the next morning, they were -4. So yeah, he had to work yesterday, which just put us that much further behind. Your Mayflowers are already blooming. 50s? Holy crap. Yeah, it's way too early for that kind of heat here. Matter of fact, they're expecting some record highs. But it's been that way, to be honest with you. It's been that way for about a month now. We've had a couple of record highs. I don't know. I kind of want to put this at the bottom. I'm going to put this at the bottom. Should I put it where it like hangs out? No, because it's not very thick. I could just cut it off. What do you think? Should we just cut that off right there? I know. I'm telling you, she's bipolar. She is bipolar, and she needs to be medicated. All right, we're gonna do this one instead because I like the way this one sits at the bottom of the page. We're gonna do this one instead, and then we'll figure it out. The rest of it. Victorian vapor. But yeah, I think she's just. I think we had this conversation the other day. I think that she's just menopausal. Mother Nature is menopausal right now. So she's like the rest of us. She gets a little heat flash, then she gets chilly. She menopausal. Right? There's nothing wrong with it. It's the change of life, I think she's just going through it, girls. We got to respect her for it, She got a thing, This one, I think we were going to make it thicker so we could use it like as a tab at the top like this. But I don't know. I have to keep thinking about it. Then there's this big one that we said we could make a pocket out of that we could do. We got to think about that. What if we did an envelope on here? And then we have this big piece in the back that we can, put something on. Oh, I like that one. Okay. So we're going to do this one. I'm going to get it right up underneath there. Yeah, I mean, we got some good meds. We might be able to help Mother Nature out. But yeah, we had this conversation the other night. I think she's just menopausal. I think Mother Nature is just going through menopause like the rest of us. And you know what? We have to give her kind of a pass on it, I think we have to kind of look at it and go, yeah, okay, look, she's menopausal. Give her a break. I think we just need to, at some point, just look at her and go, it's okay, girlfriend. You do you. You're beautiful. So today is the 11th. So huge shout to my son for his birthday. Yeah, he's getting old. He's like 30, 31, 31. Yeah, because his sister's 36. He's 31. He's old. He's old. Which means I am old. I am old. I am admitting it. I'm old. That blends too much. We're going to do this one. Okay. Yeah, I'm old. I admit. Old. I'm wondering if I put that on like that, If I could use it as a tuck spot. I don't know. I'm a couple of weeks older. Look, I have been given Sandy shit for years. She's 6 months older than me. So for years, I've been calling her the old lady. She doesn't think I'm amusing. I think it's hysterical. But yeah, my baby is 31. Oh, that's just the scariest thing, isn't it? When your baby gets that to be like that age. I don't think I'm going to make it a tuck. I think I'm just going to glue it down. Okay. I'm just worried that if I make it a tuck and somebody puts something in or out of it, they're going to tear it. So we are just going to glue it down. No going back now. Okay, there we go. I know. Like, I can't believe how big Lily is. You know? Like, oh, my baby is like, she's not a baby anymore. All right, so now I'm going to put this in here. We're going to give it a little ink. A little inky dinky. Just a little bit. Smudge it up, Bye, honey. We love you. Your stuff went out yesterday and I sent it to the 4-letter word. Okay. Got that on there. All righty. Now what? Well, now we're going to have to put a bunch of little things in here. So we're going to have to put a pin on it. Shush. Just shush. I have more pins, I think, in the book right now than I do in the jar. Okay, so we're going to just put a pin in here because we're going to put some stuff on here and then we're going to move on. And what am I doing? I don't know. Putting some stuff here. No. No, we need something small. Smaller. Okay. I have a small one. Let me just fussy cut this out real quick. We'll see if we even like it. Sorry, I'm quiet when I fussy cut. I know. It's a horrible thing. Okay. I don't know if that's it. I don't think that's it either. It needs... I need something. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, let's just throw that on the floor. Because it's probably what we want to do, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to fussy cut this one out because I think this one might fit better. Sometimes it's what it says and sometimes it's the size. You know what I mean? It's like a man. Oh my God, did I say that out loud? I did. Hey, Patty Ann. Okay, so that one fits better. So we're going to use this one. Let's get some ink. I have glue right on the tip of my finger. It's driving me nutsy. So at some point, I'm going to have to get out of my onesie. I'm in a onesie today. And I am not going out in public dressed like this. And I have to go over to the auction house and complain about that thing and then pick up some other things. And, you know, I'm going to go and I'm going to do Karen today. So I'll tell you what the problem is. The ad said that there were 2 in the package. So I bid on it based on there's 2 in the package. Then I got it and I got home and there was only 1 in each package. And I bid on 2 of them. And so what was supposed to be 2 pieces for the same price, I got 1 for that price. And that makes it way over budget. So I have to go back over there today. And this is not the first time that's happened at that particular auction. And it's sad because that auction is the closest one to me. Well, it's not the closest. The other one is closer, but that one has 3 times the stuff. If that makes sense. So there's more options over there. And it gives me an excuse to see my grandkids because it's right down the street from their place. So I have to go past their house to get there so I can stop and see my grandbabies. See? Grandma knowledge, right? Grandma logic. What are we doing on this page? I don't know. We have this. What are we going to do? I don't know. I don't know. I might just leave this page just the way it is and just tuck a bunch of stuff in it. You know, put a bunch of journaling cards and tags in there. I don't know. Let's do that. For now, that's the plan. Moving on to the other side. This is the side that has the tape. We used this tape because this is blue and this has got blue in it. And so it picks it up. And that's why we did it. You're working on your ribbon pocket? Yay. All right. So now we have to be very careful because this blue totally clashes with these blues. This stormy weather looks good, though. I don't want to do that. We just did that. Okay. We got a few of those. We still got to stick them in here. So we still have this that we can stick in a pocket someplace. I don't know. But I kind of like this. We'll have to make a pocket for it. Put that over here. Now, we need to figure out what we're doing on this side. I have no idea. Now we did say we could put this on and we could glue it here and here and here and like make a little sneaky pocket out of it. I don't know. It is really big. Like it's huge. So maybe if we took some of this off, it would be better. Like we'd like it more. Wonder if we just glued like, this needs to, there, make that go away. Now, if we glued this here, like this, down there and across here, could we just make this the tuck for this? I think we could. I think we could. I think we could go here and here and then just do this as a tuck. So let's do that. If it looks bad, we'll figure it out. Nothing is not fixable, right? Right. All right, so this is going to need love because no. First off, it's not quite as rounded as we'd like. Let's grab our So let's do this. We're going to do ink on here to see if we can kind of disguise that. This is what happens when designers decide that they're going to make things round or square or whatever. Makes it very difficult for people that actually, use the product. And if you alter the size of it, like sometimes they do it with the best intentions, and they're like, oh, okay, that's going to be like the 1/2 inch. But if they do that and you alter the size of it because you need it to fit in your project, then you've messed that up and now you're never going to get that angle cut properly. Steffi G! What up, girl? The machines are calling. Actually, Michelle's machines are probably yelling at her at the top of her lungs. Get over here! All right. I'll call you when I'm done here, babe. Because I need to talk to you. So listen for the phone, woman. I have to give her shit. I tried to call her the other day and she didn't answer the phone. I called her like 3 times. She didn't answer the phone. And then when she finally got back to me, when she finally figured out I called her, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning and she wasn't going to call me back. Although she could have. I would have gotten up and answered it. But actually, I think that night I was actually up at 3 a.m. But then she texts me and tells me she's sorry, blah, 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 because I got mad at her. Because I was like, why are you okay? Because she wasn't answering her phone. She always answers her phone. And I don't have a lot of close friends. I count Michelle among them. And like she knows some of my scary secrets, And so when she didn't answer the phone, I was like, are you okay? Because she's been sick. And I worry about her, An apple for the dog. Other than that, I'm just a pain in the ass, really. I kind of like this one. This one's the one that's going on. We're almost out of pieces. We're almost out of pages. So, And then I haven't been able to get back to her for like the last 3 days because we've been running amok over here. Marjorie, babe! I got to tell you, all I keep thinking about is that light red hat. I'm laughing my ass off about that for days. That's something my mother would have said. You'd given her something pink. She would have been, well, it's beautiful and light red. So, yeah. So today is my son's birthday, my baby. It's so scary to think that, you know, my baby is that old. Could they just stop? Like, at some point, could they just stop? Like, I think that with grandkids, you should be able to keep them small. Like your grandkids, like you should be able to, as the matriarch of your family, you should be able to say at 12, that's it. You can't grow anymore. Why? Because I don't want teenagers. You know what I mean? I have teenagers now. I have teenage grandchildren. And they were all cute when they were little, but they're not anymore. I need, like, I don't know. Like there should be like a new grandma class. Like when you hit that, where your grandkids hit that age where they're, you know, they turn into teenagers, there should be like a retreat that we get to go to. We're going to use this. This is from our new die sets. I'm just going to put it down here because I like it. It kind of, you know, reminds me of the side of the train. So look, I have menopause and brain fog. I can't stick to a subject. Shush. But yeah, I think that there should be like some kind of like grandma retreat when your grandkids turn into teenagers. You should be able to attend, and it should give you like the hard reality. All the things that you think they liked for all the years when they were growing up. Nope, they never liked any of that shit. Get over it. No, there is no guilt in giving them cash for Christmas and birthdays because you cannot possibly pick out the thing that they need. Like we need a class for this. You know what I mean? Apple for the dog. Yeah, it came with it was a set of dies. And I think it was this one and this one and this one. And then this and this came together. And I kind of like this. But my problem with it is I thought this would be great for like a tuck. All of these panels are separate. So they kind of, you know. So it would be hard to, you'd have to put this on something, like a strip or something in the back. Because I think if you put a strip of something down the back of it and glued it, I think it would be stable enough to use it as a tuck. All right. What are we putting over here? We got to put something here. It doesn't have to be, you know, because we've already got this big piece. We could do, you know, something small. We have a lot of envelopes, but I don't want to use any more envelopes here because we've got a lot of envelopes already in here. I do still want to use this. I just haven't figured out where I'm going to put it. We could, honestly, we could just use a paper clip and paper clip this in someplace. Because it's a tag, but it's got a pocket. Then we could put a small journal card or something in it. I'm just not sure. Now, we do have something up here that still needs to be done. I don't know what it's going to be. I do like this. However, we still have that gear issue. We do still have this one. I don't know, though. I don't know. Oh, okay. We're going to do this one. The sky is not the limit. We'll do that one. I like it. It's good. You want off? I get you, girl. I get you. Mike and I have been running nonstop since Sunday. We're done. Like I got up this morning, I didn't even want to get dressed. I pulled on a onesie. Spaghetti straps, step into it, pull it all the way up, onesie. Why? Because it's freaking hot and I don't want to. And I have to go out with people today and I don't want people. I got to go over there, which is actually good that my grandkids are in, between here and there, because that means that I can go and I can hug my grandkids. Then I can go people, and then I can come back and hug my grandkids and come home, which is important when you're old. All right, we're just going to leave this one for writing. I think we leave it for writing. Like what it is, writing. Then this one, when you take this out, writing. I like it. This one's got a little bit of a rusted cog on it. I like that. Okay. Flipping the page. We still have to do away with her. Now we do have this tag still that we can use. I just don't know what we're going to do with it. Oh, well, we have the keys. We could do the keys. Put the keys here. Put the key tag in it. That works. I'm taking these off, though, because I hate them. I know. I can't cut a straight line. I actually screwed that up. All right, I'm getting out the paper trimmer. Why? Because I can't cut a 1-inch straight line, okay? I'm a dipsy dude.
Call from Eugene. Call from Eugene.
If it's on that phone, it's either somebody died or it's
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone. It's an important call intended for Teresa Lucas concerning a matter with our firm. We have made several unsuccessful attempts to reach you at the address we have on file. As a result,
Teresa
your
Lopez.
call has been flagged and needs your immediate attention. Please contact the firm at 888-796-4315 and reference your file number 239226.
If that phone rings, it's either somebody's dead or it's a wrong number. Because we don't use that number. Plus, you're under tornado watch. Yeah. Oh, Steffi, I'm so sorry. Hi, Jamie. We love you. Get some sleep. Okay. So now, put this in here. Don't know what we're going to do with it. I might make it smaller. It's a little tall. Let's make it shorter, shall we? Okay. We're going to make it shorter. Still a tag, just shorter. Okay. Now, darker ink. What's it up a little bit? Better. I like it shorter. Okay. I need something different. Do 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 do. I don't know what I want, but I gotta make that disappear because it's on both sides. Let's see. All right. Use that for one. I'm gonna figure it out. Get that out of the way. Need to put her down. But okay. I'm gonna get the thing out. Where is it? Here it is. Down here. I know what it is. There it is. All right, everybody's favorite trimmer. Here we go. Okay. I'll get this put off the desk. Put it back later. What did I do with my woman? This needs to be a little shorter. It's too high. Too tall. No, I like that piece. We'll keep it. This down. Okay, there we go. Hey, Chris. How many cutters are there? That's a good question. Within reach, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 within reach. Yeah, 8. I cut it down. There used to be 12. But the thing is that they're all for different things. They all do different things. But not, you know? I have a few paper trimmers. Just a few. It's almost like on the level of my washi tape addiction. See? And it spreads like the plague. I share it with other people. Yeah, we don't want to talk about the number of scissors I have. Trust me, we don't want to talk about that. Because it's ridiculous. Oh, yeah, we're not even counting those. If I count my rotary cutters, oh, and, blades and stuff, yeah, we could be here all day. All right, so we're going to put this down. Am I going to leave it as a tuck? Hell no. Because I don't want that ever exposed. Besides, we might leave a tuck on the other side. And I don't want one on both sides. We're just going to put this baby down. Just going to put it on here. Aussie hair. Okay, here we go. Yeah, our total purpose here is to cover up this little darling. All right, so we're still looking at this. What are we going to do here? I don't know. Yeah, this one. Okay. Here we go. Glue. Up there. Okay, Patty Ann, take a picture of the cutter and send it to me, and I'll tell you if I know how to fix it. It's kind of the advantage of doing what I do. I get a lot of stuff, and because I get a lot of stuff, I have a lot of extra parts, and I know how to clean them because I take them apart and clean them and fix them and refurbish them and stuff. So take a picture, send it to me. I'll tell you if I know how to fix it. That's too much. Too much. Still, but see, we're still going to have stuff back here, so we have to think about that too. Okay, yeah, I could see where we're fighting dragons during day drinking would be an issue. I really can. Yeah. Yeah, don't do that. So, Chris, how you feeling today, babe? Get some rest?
Never fight dragons, for you are crunchy and taste good with ketchup.
Exactly. Which is, always been my feeling on it. We could do, we could put a little tiny tab on here, right there at the bottom. We just need to cover half of this. Let's put some ink on this piece we cut off and see where it goes. And how tacky will this look on the other side? That's the question, really. How tacky is this going to look? Silly. Okay, we're not going to do that. No. We could do it up here, but then that defeats the whole purpose. We want to cover this thing at the bottom. That doesn't cover it enough. Well, I'm here, baby, if you need me. You just yell. Fat lady! What? I'll be all over it. See, I made the mistake of folding this piece of paper, and now it's got a permanent indentation in it. So we're going to put a pocket right here. Just a little tucky pocket. Let's get a piece of paper. Something that will work. Something that we like or don't like. Are you giggling at me, fat man?
No, I'm talking with the work wife.
Oh. Hi, Margaret. We should measure this. I'm just cutting paper. I'm not even measuring. All right, so it's like 5.5. Okay. So this needs to be 5.5, and it is 6. So we're just gonna take a 1/2 inch off the end. Okay, that piece out of there. And this one is gonna be 5. Shoosh, shoosh, shoosh. Close enough. That's what I had grandkids for. Seriously, those Nilla wafers. They were Miss Lily's favorite. You could get her to do anything for a Nilla wafer. Have cookie. Okay. Yeah, she'd do anything for a Nilla wafer. And that is why I had grandchildren. To save my hips and my booty from being huge. Not that I don't eat, my body weight annually in Girl Scout cookies. My little green dealer. Or brown, is the case maybe. Yeah. Yeah. I was clean for a year. Totally sober. I was doing good. And then it happened. I slipped. It's not my fault. It's hard to kick, even as a diabetic. You got problems when you go, I will take a pill. Let me have the cookie. Take a whole pill. Give me the cookie. I need the cookie. Good for you. Go out and get some sun. Get that vitamin D going, girl. That one cracks me up. It's like that's the newest thing for doctors now. We're all vitamin D deficient. And they want to throw a pill at it. I'm like, I'll go outside. I will go outside. My body will produce it naturally. I will go outside. And they're like, that's not the way it works. What do you mean it's not the way it works? My whole life I've been told that vitamin D is made by the sun. Do I want to use this? Probably not. Let's see what we got here. We need something to make a journal card. No. Maybe. No. Yeah, well, the maybes have it. All right, so we need a journal card that's about 5 inches tall and like 4 inches wide. So let's cut this out. Okay, we'll take, that's pretty good. Let's take a little more off this side. It's, yeah, there, okay. And then we need it 5 inches tall, and that is way too tall. So we're gonna take some off the bottom. Why? Because we can. All right, now we have, nope, see, still has to come down. All right, 4 3/4. Okay. Then over there, 4 3/4. We're gonna. Why did I put that away? I'm gonna tear it right back out so I can, cut some paper. God, Els, get it together, girl. I don't wanna. You have to. All right, so we're just gonna glue this down on here. I'm not gonna do anything fancy because we're not gonna do anything fancy. We're just gonna put this backing on here because this is paper. It's thick paper, but it's still paper. We don't want paper. We want card. So, I know. Why am I doing a journal card here when I haven't done journal cards in all the other places? I don't know, because this is what I wanted to do right now. Give me a break. Okay. Yes, I'm talking to myself. Shush. No, I'm not a crazy person. Okay, I am. I really am. All right, so let's keep going. What do we got here? Well, first off, the crazy lady needs to stop talking to herself. But why? Because I give myself crappy advice. Let's be honest. I mean, seriously. Let's talk about the first 5 husbands. What a colossal waste of time. Well, number 5 wasn't so bad, but it took me 6 to get it right. And that's just the husbands. We're not going to talk about the other ones. The boyfriends, the girlfriends, and the wives. No. Matter of fact, I'm still dealing with one of them exes. Why? Because we have a kid. And y'all have been through that with me. Dealing with my baby having to deal with her mama being a dweeb. Whoa. It's not her mama's fault. They keep changing her meds. She's on disability. They keep discounting her medication and taking it off the formulary, and that messes with her. And then we have to go and do the compassion thing. And I have to get everybody and their mother to write a letter, and everybody writes letters. And then they finally give her back her meds. But then by then, she's already out. And so now we've gotten to the point where at the beginning of the year, I go and I do the Canadian thing, where she can get 3 to 4 months of the prescription in advance. And I do that and pay cash for it so that she gets the medication and she's got it for 3 to 4 months, because it takes 3 to 4 months to get them to get it straight. Otherwise, that medication doesn't work anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, drives me nuts. Okay, but I love my daughter, so I do the things that I do. All right, charting new territories. I don't know if we want to put this on the bottom. I think we could, and then just have a little piece of lace, but that would be the only piece sticking out, I'm pretty sure. So let's take a look, because I think so that might be the only piece of lace sticking out the bottom. And if that is in fact the case, it's not going to work, because it'll look stupid sticking out there all by itself. Nothing there. And have a stack of them. Also, I tried to give everybody their choice out of the, the creatures. But if for whatever reason you didn't get the creature that you wanted, you let me know and I'll send you the other one, the one that you want. Because they're so cute. Clean and precise. Holy crap. My world is not clean and precise, baby. I love you, but thank you. Thank you. All right. I'm having a day. I don't want to drive over there, but I got to go pick up stuff. Because you guys got to see what I got. I got some good stuff this time. I still got 2 packages I got to get in the mail. All right. We need washi tape over here. We need some washi tape. We do have our new stuff. No, I'm not going to start using a new one now because then I'll have to go back through and put washi tape. And I didn't do that. I'm going to go up and down this way. Here, this one. We'll use this one. Yes. Okay. Here we go. I do kind of like, and I'll tell you why your bottom comes out thicker than your top. Pockets, journal cards, tags. We put most of those at the bottom of the page, which is where they belong, Unfortunately, it also kind of creates a space where you end up with a very bulky bottom. Not unlike grandma. Grandma had a bulky bottom too. Did I just, this. Ginger? Oh, you're mad because he's up here stealing. Okay. Hold on. I'll get him. Hey, knock it off, you. No, I have the whole book on the desk. You cannot come over here. Go find something else to do with yourself. Go on. Now, if you do this like I do this and you get it like screwed, let me tell you a trick. Go. No, go. You come over here and you're going to get glue and paint on you and then you're going to be mad about it. Get down. Go on. There's a knee. Get down. Down. Thank you. Okay. So nobody's going to see the damn seam. So if you're like me and you can't get it straight on here, use a pencil. Draw a freaking line down the middle. Then you know where the middle is. Because, let's be honest. Now, I do want this to be wider, so I'm going to put a double line down here. So we're going to put more washi tape. Okay, so, so when we're putting stuff together, if you think about it, you're always putting in pockets for, like, tags and journal cards and stuff, and that is what causes the bottom to be so much bulkier. So the way to combat that is put more ephemera at the top. Look, Grandma gets big at the bottom. It's what we do. But you know what? I have firmly believed that the reason that we get big at the bottom is so when we have our grandkids, we can fit 2 or 3 of them in our laps. Shush. It's the way it is. All right, so now I have a nice big piece of washi tape here and this little thing over here, and I need something up here. It needs something. It doesn't have to be spectacular, but something. Something amazing. No, not amazing. Just something up there. Doesn't even have to be up there, really. Yes, it does. I'm going to put him up here. I'm not going to put anything up. I'm going to let that be writing space, but I'm going to put him right here because he looks like he's charting stuff. I don't know. He's got some glasses on. He looks cool. What the hell? We'll use him. So do I plan for I don't plan for it, but I am consciously aware of it. Thank you for not falling with the gluey side down. I appreciate you. So I don't actually plan for it, but I do make, I keep myself aware of the fact that that can happen because, because we have a tendency to do it. And so I just try to spread out other things like my ephemera towards the top of a page, and then try to use the smaller pages like this to kind of tie it together in the middle. And you see me sometimes go like this to a page. I'm testing to see, where does it bow? All right, last page. What are we doing? I don't know. Why do I not know? I don't know because I don't know where this is going to sit. We have to get the book out to find out. So this is section 3. This is C. So this is A, B, and C. And this is what it's going up against here. So you'll see that this, look, goes with this. What is going to be here? I think we need a tab. I think we need to do a big tab here because we don't have anything on the back here. So we could put a big tab here and have that extra space, and that gives us a push off to this. So let's get some of this style of paper. Let's do a big tab. Yeah, I think we're going to do a big tab. So let's get this out of here and put it over there. We'll get the book put away for the moment. And let's make a tab. All right. I'm going to use this whole piece. I'm going to trim it down a little bit. I'm definitely going to trim it down a little bit. It's a little wide. It's a little wide. But we're going to keep those because those are great. We love them. All right. This. And then, you can use a box punch if you have one, or, if you have a tab. Mine just happens to already have the line in the middle, so... That's my middle. So that, my ends are pretty close to normal. All right. So now I have my tab. It's still a little thick. I'm going to make it a little narrower. Now, usually I only do this on one side. Oh, definitely keeping those. Ooh. Nope. Still not where I want it. That's it. Okay. That's where I want it. So I'm going to take a little hair off the end here. I don't know why I don't like it. Okay, there. Now, that's the way I want it. All right. Now we'll ink. Why? Because I can. Not because I want to or because I like it. I almost slapped Hubbard for saying this the other day. I am a self-admitted brat. I am. I'm a freaking toddler. I'm 4 years old. I really am. If I don't get my way, I can be a real pain in the booty. But, Mike knows this, and he tolerates me, and he spoils me. So, but I was doing something the other day, and we were out, and there was a oh my God, I just took my little tiara off and handed it to her. I was like, here you go, girl, because you the queen. Because, I ain't no brat. You are. Holy shit. I'm going to let him out. Because Daddy doesn't hear him in here making noise. Get down to my house. like, whoa. She was like, whoa. I was like, damn. And I'm looking at Mike, and he's just got that look on his face like there was no way in hell you'd get away with that. Yeah. No. She was just, wow. And she was a full-grown adult. And I was like, are you kidding me? See, get rid of this. We got this. This will work. Okay, we're going to get rid of that part. Girlie was, whoa. Like, I have teenage granddaughters that couldn't have been that whiny. Even I wanted to slap her, you know? Because damn. But, let's see. How tall is this? This is 5 3/4. Let's take this down to 5 1/2, give or take. We'll take it off that side. 5 1/2, give or take. Let's see how we did. Beautiful. All right, now we're going to but she was wow. And I was just like, oh hell no. But the guy that was with her was letting her get away with this shit. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, Daddy learned to say no. Like, whatever her little heart wanted. And the more she whined about it, the more he gave in. I was like, damn. I should be so lucky. But yeah, I was ready to give my crown over. And I admit it, I am a toddler. I get whatever I want when I want it. But you know what? It took me 6 damn husbands to get here. He says he's making up for all of the lousy husbands I had before him. It ain't true. Just an East Coast husband. He's an East Coast kind of guy. I'm gluing this on here. He does spoil me. And I love him for it. Let's be honest. But he was saying, you know, like if I lose my mind, all he's got to do is just keep me in this corner and throw paper at me and you know, corner rounders and stuff. And he says, and daubers, lots of daubers, because you know how much you love to ink. No, shut up, fat man. I hate ink. All right. So this is going to go on this side of the page. Now, what are we going to do with it? I don't freaking know. Ooh, no, don't do it. Okay. You know when you're spoiled and you're bad, like, you know what I mean. Like, you get away with some shit, you know you got away with some shit, and then you see somebody else get away with worse shit, you know you just sit there and go, oh, no. Like, hell to the no. Like, there's an amount of shit that you can get away with in your relationship. You know this. But you know where the line for the amount of shit that you can get away with is. I don't care who that relationship is with. I don't care how long you've had that relationship. There is like this place where you know that's the cutoff. It's kind of like, my daughter. My daughter is my best friend. Okay. And I don't mean that just because she's my daughter. I mean, because we've fought hard to have a friendship as adults, you know, and she is my best friend. We do crap together. We get in trouble together. We do shit you're not supposed to do, and we get in trouble for it. Sometimes. Sometimes we get away with it. Sometimes it's, oh, I know I'm in trouble. And sometimes it's, I'm going to do some shady shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. I think I'll get away with it. You know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, we know we're annoying, but we do it any damn way. But, yeah, her and I, seriously, we'll be in the car, and, like, something will come up, and, like, we just look at each other. Yeah. I'm going to do some shady shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Think I'll get away with it. And I do. I get away with it sometimes. But she's my partner in crime, and she's right there with me. Like, I'm not worried about her bailing me out. That's Hubbard's job. She's in the cell next to me laughing her butt off.
Which means I have to have double the bail.
Because he loves his daughter.
I don't want the repercussions of not getting her out.
No, I'm not going. Why? Because she's not. Okay. Yeah, he's got to bail us both out. It's the rule. It is. It's the rule. If you bail me out, you must bail out my offspring as well. Why? Because, well, I like her. All right, so why didn't I decorate the other side? I didn't decorate the other side because we don't know what we're doing over there yet. We know what we're matching this side to. So now we're going to put this sucker on here. Did we make it too big? No, we made it just the right size. So now I'm going to put this on. I love these giant tabs. I'll tell you why. Because you can add all kinds of stuff to them. You know? All right, we're going to get this on here and we're going to do it straight. Not that I do that often, but we'll do it. Pretty good. It's close enough. Sure. Now I'm going to glue this part down. See this one? Yeah. Watch out for this one because there's going to be a whole video about something based off of this. Not exactly this, but based off of it. Ah! Oh, Marjorie. Oh.
Come on, keep moving.
I own this up in here. Oh, damn. That's when you just back away slowly, light some candles, have a little ceremony for the girl she used to be. Just a second. So now we have to figure out what we're doing here because we have to blend this in. I don't want to use anything mappy. We could do some timey-wimey stuff. This really kind of goes this way, not that way. We could just put some words. All right, I think we're just going to do some words. No. What are we going to do? I don't know. No, it's too dark. Too dark. I like this, but I don't like this. This has got to go. This part here has got to go. Okay. I'm putting this on here. I don't know why. Shush. I don't know. I'm just doing it. Because I can. Shush. Shush. Sushi. Just come down, be right there. There we go. I like it. Okay. We got that on there. What are we gonna do with it? I don't know. Shush. Oh. Nope. Okay, we're gonna look in our little bits box and see if there's anything. Yeah, you know, when we was young,
Thank you for calling Cox
Silly.
Sport. My name's Mike. How may I assist you?
these things happen, you know? And then we grew up. You know?
Okay.
And we figured out. I laugh at some of those, like I see some of those like the memes, you know, like grandma used to wear mini skirts, have hot legs, and yeah. Like our grandkids don't see us that way.
Well, let's see.
Our kids barely see us that way.
Teams? Leslie?
My daughter has a picture of me in my, I don't know, late teens, early 20s,
Let's see here.
before I had her.
Gotcha.
With a cigarette in my mouth, sunglasses, my hair blowing,
That's me.
a leather jacket, actually suede jacket, matching mini skirt with thigh-high boots.
Yeah. There you go.
And she keeps that picture.
All right. Send me the account information.
And
so I can start pulling stuff
every
up, take a
time
look,
one of my
see what we got to
grandkids
play with.
Starts to
Thank you.
complain about I'm
Account
old and
number.
I don't understand. She just takes that picture out and shows it to him. Do you see this? This is your grandmother. This is your grandmother.
So 476, it's in Vegas. Just give me the rest.
Okay. This needs
Oh,
still
I thought you
something.
texted me.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's why I got teased.
So, I'm gonna put a pin in it.
Yeah, just toss that in there, and yeah, you see,
Because
when
I don't know.
we work here, we end up having to not only work tickets while we're waiting for you people to call in. So I'm clearing my screens and moving things around.
Okay.
So this is for Bell United Insurance at 1900
All right.
Industrial.
So-
okay, fantastic. All right.
That is C, and we're done with it. So tomorrow we're going to be going back through all of the sections, and we're going to be seeing, you know, do we need any of these? Probably not, but you know, I still want to get this in there someplace. But we also have still the fins that still need some help. Some of the fins, some of them are great, some of them need help. Okay, like they're not completed. So we're going to be going through everything tomorrow,
No doubt.
starting tomorrow.
Till
It'll take a
7
couple of
o'clock
days.
tonight.
We'll probably
So
be
I
doing
see
it for the
a
rest of the week.
CBIG IPC
But we're going to go back
and
through
they're
all of those and see where
so-
we're at. Where's my bag for this? Here it is. And we're going to look at all those pins that we put in and decide what we're going to do with that stuff and how we're going to get it all to work together. And now that we've used some of this stuff, we're going to have to make some more of it to round it out, because you can't just put something in one section of a journal and go, oh, that's cool. No, you got to do you got to put a little of it in everything to make it cohesive. Yes. What did I do with it? There it is. Flip the other way. All right. So put these in here, sort of.
So what's the issue or problem?
There's a, I keep trying to win it at the auction. It's like a washi tape dispenser and it holds 10 rolls and it's just a little wood bracket. And I want it so bad. And I can't get it. Every time I go to get it, somebody beats me to it.
Yeah.
You were not out of control, dear. You were just in charge of yourself for the first time in years. And that's acceptable. All right, so tomorrow we're going to start on the...
I'm more of a, it's basic modem, and then you got the interrupt.
Good gravy. How much crap do I have for this thing? A lot. I'm going to have to start going through this bag and get this stuff cleared out. Yeah, I'm going to have to start clearing it out. Why? Because there's still more paper over here. I'm just going to start throwing stuff in the trash. See, I can't. Okay, I'm good now. Oh shit, more. Okay, there's more over here. I get this. Okay, that. So, starting tomorrow, we're going to go back and do all of our pins because we got a lot of those. So we get these out of here because we have a lot of pins to do. And that will, of course, help us figure out, you know, how to balance a little bit. Some of the stuff that maybe we don't have balanced properly as far as color, content, you know, we'll get it all balanced. And then we'll start working on the fins and this puppy will be done. So I'm going to tell you right now, it's thick. It's a big monster. Big Mama Jamma. These are just our signatures. Free the Kraken.
I'm just looking at the services.
So yeah.
Service codes they got here.
So that is, oh, this is A.
Right.
I have to remember which section.
Okay, see,
Hold on.
equipment. Rapid scale is.
This is B. Hold on.
Wait. Sorry, someone's a little.
This is C. And this is D, which was done off camera. And needs still work. So tomorrow we're going to go through, we're going to look at all of those pins. We got, oh wow, we've got a lot of them in here. We're going to go through, we're going to look at the pins. Let me let the dog out real quick. No, not you. Ginger, go with him. Go, G. He needs to be supervised.
Do they have?
Out there by himself. He gets in all kinds of trouble.
Usually,
So, oh my good. We're going to be doing this tomorrow. I'm putting him right there. Holy crap, and only.
I'm saying PRI. I do PRI on Poetic.
Yeah, I did mine too. Bad girl. Okay, where are we? What day is this? This is the 11th. That's right. It's my son's birthday. And on top of everything else, I got to call him too. All right, we're going to do, tomorrow we'll be started on those, doing the pins. And then we're going to have craft with me tomorrow night. And I think, you know what? We're just going to play with book pages. We're going to make some book page ephemera, some bases, because you guys know I don't mass make. So we're going to do some bases for some book page ephemera. And we'll do some, you know, we're going to do some stuff. So I got, it says what we're going to do in the thing. I don't know. And then we're going to have Friday Night Nuts on the 13th to 14th. Of course, it's mixed media. Our project challenge number 5 for the projects of 26 challenge is to make a pocket and use some ribbon, some kind of ribbon. It doesn't have to be ribbon. It could be ribbon on washi tape. I don't care. Let's see. Fabric tags 3 ways was our theme. We didn't do that. Okay. Of course, we have our game on Sunday, and then Monday is going to be Monday's Mixed Media Mini Morsels number 13. And coming up, one, we have Heather Doodlebug's birthday coming up, but we also have a Ranger Dude, Tim Holt Ranger Dude, coming up next week. So, you know, we've got a couple of things going on. Also, I'm going to be doing the cartridge dies towards the end of the month.
Like I said, it's not something that across all too often.
Buggy's going to be over, I think, next weekend, next Thursday on the 19th. So we'll get that ready. So I'll have like a week to get it done.
Or, you know, the equipment's up, or we need to send the tech for the equipment. So along those lines.
So you got a lot of that stuff going on. Also,
they should have an instruction.
I'm working on the videos. I still have to get a bunch of them recorded, but I have like 9 projects on deck. So I'm trying to get those videos done and get them put in. But everything is updated right now as to what is already posted. So you can go check that out either here on the community tab in the YouTube channel or over on the Facebook group, whichever you prefer.
Do you have
Hi, Kitty.
key at all access to that?
Oh, okay. How are you, Harry? He had me very worried. He didn't eat for like 3-4 days. And then Daddy says he didn't do a lot of poo-poos either.
I'd be, you know,
but I figure if you didn't eat, you probably didn't do the poo-poos. But he was getting sick for a couple of days. So I think that maybe his tummy was upset and he didn't want to eat. So he didn't eat, which means he didn't do poo-poos. Which means
have a great day.
Now he's getting better because he's eating again.
Jesus, Ginger. Come on.
All right. So Harry and I are out of here.
Go lay down. Go.
Meanie.
Go on.
Yeah, well, Marjorie, this is the home of forgotten parents and pets. Our 7 children have all grown up, moved out of the house, and some of them left pets behind. We had a giant goldfish, the size of my hand, called Mr. Fish. Ozzy. Harry. Ginger. Yeah, we are the house of forgotten parents and pets. If one of our kids says, Mom, Dad, can you watch my whatever? It's moving in. And it will be with us forever. And we go from Grandma and Grandpa to Mommy and Daddy. So Harry here actually belongs to my youngest son. But he decided that I was his human when my son got 2 dogs. Then he moved in with his girlfriend and brought the 2 dogs back. And we kept one, and the other one, which we didn't keep because he was noxious, went to my ex-husband's wife's sister. All right, so that's it. I'm going to go and take care of these things and find out what my dogs are barking at. So push the button, stay around. I will offend you. You want to be here for it. Also, check out all the links in the description below because that's going to let you cyber stalk me. Yep, all my socials and everything are down there. Go ahead and cyber stalk me. Until I see you again, stay well, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and stay hot or cold, whatever Mother Nature decides. Bye, guys.